Tatum separates, kicks, wide and open three. You bet.
This is remarkable. What the Celtics are doing is just silly.
I genuinely don't even know what to say, to be honest. The Boston Celtics have been nothing short of phenomenal this season, boasting an impressive record of 48-14 that leaves very few teams capable of halting their momentum. And crazy enough, they somehow have a projected record of 66-16, which is simply mind-boggling. Even for those not avidly following the NBA, the Celtics' performance this season stands out as a remarkable feat that very few teams could hope to replicate. But amidst their outstanding success lies a burning question. What makes this team so exceptionally good? Well, for starters, a glance at their roster reveals one of the deepest and most talented lineups in the league. Anchored by their backcourt of Drew Holiday and Derek White, and a frontcourt of Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kristaps Porzingis. All 5 of these players have all-star potential talent, and they have a supporting cast by the likes of Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, and Sam Hauser coming off the bench. This Celtics depth is undoubtedly a key factor in their dominance. However, there's a deeper underlying aspect at play here. Here is a graph of every NBA team this year and their offensive rating as a whole. At the bottom, you will see the likes of the Grizzlies, the Hornets, Pistons, and at the middle, you will see the Lakers, the Cavs, and the Warriors, and many other teams, obviously. But at the top, you have the Clippers, the Thunder, and the Pacers, all having some of the best offensive ratings this year. But here are the Celtics, standing all alone at the number 1 spot. But not only that though, here's the same graph, but about defensive rating. The only thing though, with this graph, the lower the rating, the better. Regardless, you will still see all 30 NBA teams, and here are the Celtics. At the number 1 spot in offensive rating this year, and the number 2 spot in defensive rating this year, this is simply remarkable. This simply just means the Celtics are the best offensive team this year, and the second best defensive team this year. Yeah, crazy, right? And it shows in clips like this. Here, the Celtics are playing the Warriors in that blowout win, and Curry has the ball at the top of the key with Derek White guarding him. Peyton and Draymond both set double screens, but Peyton cuts to the hoop for what it seems like a pretty easy layup and gets blocked by Luke Cornett. And this sets up the transition offense for Jaylen Brown. While Draymond's leaning back on him, he steps back and hits a 3. And this just shows why the Celtics are such a good team. The all-around dominance continues on this play, with Chris Paul having the ball at the top of the key, and Sam Hauser is guarding him. Tracy sets Chris Paul a screen at the top of the key, and Paul goes right. Quinones receives the ball at the 3, cuts left on Derek White, and with the help of Luke Cornett, Derek White and Luke both clamp him, forcing him into a tough shot, leading the transition break as Derek White takes the ball down the court, hits Luke Cornett with the pass, and he swishes a 3, showing the offensive and defensive dominance of the Celtics. But wait, it gets even more astonishing. Here's a chart showing the highest net rating for the best NBA teams of all time. Net rating is a great advanced statistic used to determine the difference between offense and defensive rating for a team. At the bottom are the early Timmy D Spurs, Giannis's Bucks, and Kobe's Lakers. At the middle, you will see pre-Kevin Durant Warriors, the Lakers, and LeBron's Cavs. But at the top are prime MJ Bulls, and then the 2023 and 2024 Celtics at number 4, which is remarkable. The Boston Celtics are among elite teams, rubbing shoulders with the likes of prime MJ's Bulls, and in fact, they are poised to be the 5th best team since the 2013 and 2014 NBA season, which is a testament to the regular season dominance this year. They are behind the 73-9 Warriors, the 2014 and 2016 Warriors, and the 2015 Spurs. There have been a lot of great teams since 2013, so this bruised their regular season dominance. Also, credit must be given to their coach, Joe Mazzulla, whose extensive basketball background and strategic acumen have undoubtedly contributed to the team's success, as Mazzulla won 3 state titles in high school, and in college he attended West Virginia, making Final Four. He started coaching after college and worked his way up to the NBA, eventually being promoted from assistant to head coach of the Celtics. And as history dictates, a great coach is often a hallmark of the greatest teams, complementing their scoring and defensive prowess. Here's a chart showing some of the best NBA teams of all time and their MOV, otherwise known as margin of victory. This is a great stat used to show the average of how much a team wins by each game that year. At the bottom, you will see the teams like the 2018 Bucks or the 2008 Cavs. Towards the middle, you will see the 2020 Jazz, the 2014 Warriors, and then the 2015 Spurs. But at the very top are the best of the best, with some of the greatest dynasties of all time. And at the number 5 spot are this year's Celtics, outranking many of the best NBA teams of all time. This is mind-blowing to think because the Celtics' amazing season has been somewhat swept under the rug. I can say this is happening because no one on the team is performing at a crazy level, such as a player like Luka Doncic. And the truth is, as of recently, has been upon Jason Tatum, being really inconsistent. Regardless though, their margin of victory is so crazy that they are the only team in NBA history to win 3 games by 50 or more points. The Warriors dynasty never did it, Jordan's Bulls never did it, and even Tim Duncan's Spurs never did it. Amazing. Yet, despite their undeniable regular season dominance, the expectation for the team to perform in the playoffs is so unbelievably high, the pressure is on. People are just expecting this team to go to the finals no problem because in Boston, winning is engraved in their DNA. Tatum and Brown have already made the finals once, but neither of them have won an MVP. So it surprises me how this team has such a Mamba-like mentality when it comes to winning. And if they don't perform well in the playoffs, this team will just simply be forgotten. Which is kind of sad to say, but this is how it works. But if they come away with a finals appearance and maybe a ring, they will etch their name in the annals of NBA history with an NBA championship.